Hello, and thank you for joining me for our language lesson today as we continue sentence analysis, our big fancy word for looking at a sentence and breaking it up into its parts. Today we'll move into case 3, where we add a third part to our sentence. Let's begin by looking at a few examples. Here we have a picture of our periphery, what third years are studying, our sea sponge, and our sentence says periphery filter water. And so remember, in sentence analysis, the first thing we do is we go on a hunt for our action. So in that sentence, periphery filter water, what is our action? Filter. So under our red circle, which represents our action, we're going to put our word filter. The second thing we want to know is who is it or what is it that filters. In this case, it's a what? Periphery filter. So I'll add beneath my first black circle, periphery filter. And here's our new part. And our third thing we would ask ourselves, periphery filter what? And so what is it that's now receiving the action? Water, in this case, receives our action. So I'm going to place water on the other side of our action, making sure I include my period because this is a sentence. And we've now analyzed our sentence. We've broke it up into 3 parts. First thing was action being performed, filter. The what was it performing my action, periphery. And now the thing receiving my action, water. Here we can look at another example. Ooh, and here we have a ferocious fish for our second year friends in their research. A barracuda attack fish. So think again with our sentence, what is the first thing we go on a hunt for? The action. So I'm going to put out my red circle for my action. And now, what is our action? Attack. So beneath my red circle, I'll put the word attack. Second thing I ask, who is it or what is it that attacks? Barracuda are the things that attack. So we'll have our black arrow pointing away from our action, like the rays of the sun, giving off its energy to our sentence. And so it is our barracuda that performs our action. And then now I'll go to my third and new thing. Barracudas attack what? Fish. Fish are receiving my action. So I'll have my black arrow pointing to the other direction and add in another black circle to where under that we'll go ahead and put fish. With my period, because we are making a sentence. We've now analyzed this sentence, broke it up into 3 parts. Our action being performed, attack, who attacks, barracuda, barracuda attack what? Barracuda attack fish. So we've analyzed that sentence. Can do another one for an example, and this time I don't have a sentence made. So go ahead in your mind and see if you can think of a sentence. Whole bunch of fish underwater. And keeping your sentence in your head, I'm going to make one as well. And this time we're going to make something with our animals in the ocean and their habitats. And so the sentence I'll make, habitats provide shelter. So with my simple sentence of just something performing an action and one thing receiving it, I have habitats provide shelter. I'll go on my hunt first, and what am I looking for? The action. And in this case, the action in our sentence, provide. And so under my red circle, provide, can ask my second question, who is it or what is it that provides? In this case, a what? Habitats, making sure my black arrow points away to my black circle. And we'll write habitats. Making sure starting with a capital. And so habitats provide what for my third thing? What is it that receives my action? Shelter. Shelter receives the action, and habitats provide shelter. So we'll do our black arrow facing the other way, another black circle to add shelter. Making sure I end with a period, since again we are doing a sentence. And here, habitats provide shelter. I've analyzed my sentence. I've broken up into three parts. The action being performed, provide. The what, performing my action, habitats. And then the thing receiving my action, shelter. Sometimes I like to think of my quarterback is going to throw the ball, and then the receiver catches the ball. So this side is that receiver that's catching the action being performed. So in your language arts notebook, or where you have been writing your sentence analysis, for case 3, you're going to think of a sentence just with these parts is all you need to have an action being performed. Here I have study as my action. And who is it that studies? Students. And students study what? Zoology. So I've analyzed my sentence and broke it up into its three parts. So in your language arts notebook, make sure that you have the title. This is case 3. The date, today is 12/4/20. And then you want to write out your sentence as a normal sentence, capital letter to start, period to end. Then you are going to analyze your sentence by making our symbols, big red circle in the middle, black arrows, one pointing to the left, one pointing to the right, and black circles, same thing, 2 of them, one to the left and one to the right. And you'll write down below what your action was, study, what your person or thing performing the action, mine was students, and then what is the thing or the person who's receiving the action, zoology. So good luck and be creative with your sentence, but again, keep it simple.